Well, it's a misty morning in October, and I'm in Florence, a friend's house in Florence, for a very exciting day today, because 12 months ago, or roughly 12 months ago, he ordered up a new Aperta, Ferrari 599 Aperta, the GTO based engine, 599 convertible, one of 80. And today is the day we're going to collect it. Just to make life a little bit more interesting, I've got my barchetta here, which as you can see has been resting out overnight. And the poor thing has gathered a bit of mist. The one thing we couldn't organise was the weather. And yes, we're really hoping it's going to improve. Today it was forecast to be 25 degrees. It's about 16 degrees at the moment, and a little grey. But time we get to Maranello, I hope it's better than this.
I just park there.
Park here?
Yeah.
Okay. No one else.
I'll let you.
I've just been told to move it to the other side of the barrier. We've arrived. One of the nice things when you're in a Ferrari or a Fiat product, you're allowed to park inside. So we're actually inside the barrier, and to be able to say, oh, we've come to get the Aperta was a very nice thing to be able to do at the desk. We're going to see what happens next. Of course, it's like chaos here. We've collected the Aperta and we're just trying to do a shot, and every van is trying to get up the same road, but it does look nice. We are. I think he wants us out. I think we make the picture look a bit ugly. Once the photographers have finished mucking around at next stop, S.p.A. Sounds much more fun. Not often you get to test a brand new car, and I mean brand new, straight out the factory yesterday, brand new. A car like this is about as bespoke as you can get. Everything is to the individual. The owner of this car has had a fantastic time speccing it. Some of the details are just beautiful. If you have a look here, these are meant to be in a loud silver, but he's done it in this sort of darker titanium colour. And then on the wheels, really nicely done, with the slightly smoked, and then not having the yellow centre on the wheels. The silver calipers, and again, no yellow of the horse, just the shields. Very, very nice. Round at the front, the grills are in that same sort of titanium colour as well. Really nice finish, all with sort of piano black switchgear. If you look here, instead of the aluminium you normally see on the 599, same with the paddles, black, jet black, and on the wheel. And he spec'd it without the carbon wheel with the change-up lights and the white tacho in the middle. Rollover stripe, and then over the hoops the same sort of leather stitching in here. Really nicely done. Most exquisite car to travel in. As a convertible, you don't get blown around. It is just the most lovely thing to just drive around open top in this car. Now, quite surprised how different this car is to drive to the GTO. Spent a fair bit of time at GTO, and there's a real aggression there. But this car is quite different. They say they've changed the suspension settings dramatically, and they certainly have. It's a much softer car than the GTO, but not in a bad way. It just actually makes it sort of not as aggressive. You don't feel as though you really have to sort of be caning it all the time. I didn't get it, so I'd say it's actually a softer setup than standard GTB. What hasn't changed though is the noise. I actually put it down to sport. One of the surprises of, they've actually softened off the noise, so it's not actually as noisy as it used to be. So cruising like this, you haven't constantly got that drone of the GTO. foot down and back it comes. Completely different cars, different era for the 550. Obviously a gear change, but just on the handling, you haven't got anywhere near the grip if you've got in the modern car like this. But it's a very soft setup, but it's just so adjustable behind the wheel. While this one, there's a viciousness to this engine, this GTO engine. 670 horsepower plays 485, so you expect quite a difference. But the throttle response, and it's just electric at the top, and you've got to be really careful if you turn everything off and you think, oh, you're a bit of a hero. This is the sort of car that will catch you out. Keep it in race, and it does actually let you quite a lot of leeway. I've been quite impressed how they've actually set it up, because they're so intrusive in the old days with the 550. That was incredibly intrusive sort of system, just bogging down, not working. But on this Aperta, you do use the changes, use the settings. In sport, it's quite relaxed, it's much quieter on the exhaust than a GTO. But as soon as it builds up to a certain RPM, full throttle just opens up the exhaust valves again. While in race, the exhaust valves are always open. There's always the burble. With an open top, of course, you're just exposed to it that much more than a 599. It's quite a clever roof design on the Aperta. It's a bit like a Lotus Elise. I think someone at Ferrari must have bought an Elise in one day and said, oh, we could do a roof like this. So how it works is it's a fabric roof, and you lay it across the top here because it's got sort of bracing inside it. And then the two sides contain the side windows. They're rigid, bit like the Elise again, and they go in the corners, and you stretch it over and it tensions the middle canvas bit. I really quite like the Barchetta in the Aperta because it forces you to have the roof down all the time, because you never really dry the roof up. So they're very special cars. But that's a nice characteristic to have, because if you have a special car, you tend to drive it on sunny days anyway. And these are the ultimate special cars. Nothing sounds like a Ferrari V12, does it? Only at 3,500 RPM, but listen. I'm trying to be respectful of this engine because, yes, it's done 380 miles, brand new. This car came out of the factory yesterday. Spending a day up the food to pass. It's a great way to christen it. But overall, a really special car, properly special, but an incredibly usable one as well. That's quite a nice combination. Soft to set up, yes, but owners are going to love this car. Just wish I was wrong.